Good evening. I want to speak about, we were speaking about Kaddish and the mourners, Kaddish Yatom. I want to speak a little bit about Yushvo. Now, the minhag is, Chasidim writes that minhag is that before the yahrzeit, before the Yushvo, 1 week before, they start saying Kaddish. Shabbat before, whatever, it's a Wednesday, Shabbat before already, they're going to start saying Kaddish for the Niftar that whole week. If it's Shabbat, so the Shabbat before they start. That's the minhag when to start saying Kaddish. There's a couple of minhagim people have on the day of the Yushvo. They go to the cemetery, they say Tehillim, they learn more Torah, and some people have fast. Many different minhagim that people do on the day of the Yushvo. Now there's also the feast of the Askara, the brachot that they give to make Askara. This is also a very good minhag in order that people should make brachot Leilui Nishmat. We know the day that the person is, the memorial of the person who passed away, he's getting judged if he's going to go to higher parts of Gan Eden or not. So if we need more zchuyot, and if we can help him, matov manaim, if we can help him. But Bukhari specifically, there's a wonderful minhag of Yushvo, which comes from the word yeshiva. Yeshiva means to sit. Yeshiva means where people sit and learn. And the Likutei Dinim is a very important book to know. Rabbi Avram Aminov published in the year 1900. This is going back many years. And Bukharian rabbi, and he wrote all the minhagim of the Bukhari. And he writes over there that this minhag of Yushvo, yeshiva, is very old. And what they used to do is in the old country, they used to bring wealthy people, wealthy families, they used to bring rabbis to their house. They would sit in the person's house with the Yushvo, and they would say Zohar, Mishnah, learn, finish, make siyum. They would pay these rabbis to make siyum and sit. They would finish, they wouldn't talk anything, they would just come to do their job and learn. Once they finished, they made a meal for them, and they thanked them, and the family joined them. And that was Yushvo, that's it, that was the minhag originally. Now, if this is what the Yushvo really is, it's a big Leilui Nishmat, because it's learning, they're making brachot, and it's straight to the point. It's a very, very big mitzvah. Torah is the greatest zechut to give to the deceased. Now, today we see Yushvo is a little bit different. It's not exactly the same. And he writes that this is what preferably a person should do. How did he become the Yushvo we have today? So I saw a very nice article from one professor in Boston University. He writes that in the Soviet Union, we weren't able to do mitzvot. Bukharim were not able to do open mitzvot. There had to be everything hidden. So the way they did when they did Yushvo, they used to cover it and say, we're inviting friends, we're inviting family, we're having a meal together. Well, we're not allowed to have a meal together. So they used to cover it up as a meal, cover it up as a group of gathering of friends, and over there they would say Divrei Torah, over there they would pray Mincha, over there they would say Hashkava, over there they would hide all the mitzvot. So it became that it was more of a gathering, social thing, to cover it up. And today we see the Yushvo is a very social gathering today. But really it wasn't like that before. So today, if we have religious freedom, preferably we should go back to the olden ways. A person shouldn't be so focused too much on the food, what kind of food you're going to serve, or the movie you're going to make about the person's life, or who you invited, who you didn't invite. The main thing a person should focus on, what the real minhag used to be, was the Torah learning. The rabbis should come and make siyum. They would say Divrei Torah. And they would make a small meal, just the family and the rabbis. That's the original minhag. And maybe today we should go back to that, because this is really what the person who passed away, the person's nervous, I want to give them kavod, I want to do it right, I want to do Yushvo properly. He should realize that the biggest zechut is the Torah, and the food, and the friends, and the alcohol, and the movie, and all this social thing. It's comparison to Torah, it's not so much. The Torah is really going to be the biggest zechut to give him aliyah neshama in Gan Eden. So therefore, hopefully, we should go back to the original minhag of Bukharim, which was to do Yushvo Yeshiva, like I mentioned before. But anyways, this is the beautiful minhag of Askara that everybody does to make Leilui Nishmat. We say Leilui Nishmat means to raise the neshama. The main thing is the neshama should go higher. So B'ezrat Hashem, we should do these mitzvot properly. It'll be a zechut for those who passed away. There was a nice story of Eli Melech Milizhinsk, alav shalom, and Rav Zusha Menepoli, two brothers. They were walking, and some anti-Semitic guard saw them, threw them in jail because he's anti-Semitic. And they were in jail, and it was time to pray mincha. There was a bucket of urine in the jail cell, and it smelled very bad. And they wanted to pray mincha, but Rav Zusha said, "I'm sad." He said, "Why are you sad?" Or the Melech said, "I'm sad. I can't pray mincha. I want to pray mincha." He said, "Why can't you pray mincha?" "Because there's a bucket of urine. It smells. You can't pray or say Hashem's name here." He says, don't be sad, so be happy. He says, why? He says, you're doing what Hashem wants. Hashem says, halacha is, you can't pray mincha if it smells bad, so be happy, you're doing the halacha, you're doing what Hashem wants you to do. He said, you know what, you're right. The guard saw them pointing to the bucket and smiling, and they started dancing, laughing, being happy they're doing the will of Hashem. He saw that they're happy from the bucket. He said, hey, what is this? He took the bucket out. He didn't want them to be happy. So then Rav Zusha was even more happy. Rabbi Elimelech told him, you see, you were in a bad situation, you were happy, you accepted it from Hashem. Hashem made it even better for you. So the big sgula, to get out of what you're going through, to say, thank you Hashem, happy, this is what Hashem wants me to do, I'm here, this is what Hashem wants from me, and because of this, we should all get all the brachot.